So to catch everybody up to speed, you guys going back a little bit, you guys left Hearthmount going east to just explore a little bit more of the world that you hadn't seen before. Uh, Ended up going through Ethan's tract, fought some skeletons, found evidence of a weird exodus or evacuation of the town. You decided to move on to Arborsdale, farther down the road, to maybe get some answers. Misadventures, just to sum everything up, were had, and you ended up getting kicked out of town. While outside of town, you looked for a person of interest you had come to learn about, named Flint Henwick. You were ambushed by him and his group, and over the past couple days, you've spent time in his camp, kind of just feeling out what's going on in the area, as well as what your position might be and what stance you might take, joining them against their fight against Lord Blackwell or opposing them. And you decided to join up with them, and we're just about to leave the camp to enact your master plan, Ocean's 11 style.
Because it's nighttime, sundown?
By the time we get there.
Yeah, I guess I wasn't sure, because it was about half a day's journey back to town.
And it was afternoon when we were? No, it was...
Yeah, you guys were leaving during sunset. It was in the process of setting, so you'll get there after dark.
Okay, I gotcha. Yeah, we haven't long rested since we done that, so I got one third level spell.
I gotta look at mine. Oh, I didn't spend any, so I'm good.
Yeah, I think
Neither
you should
did
be
I,
alright.
so I'm good. I didn't even use a luck either, so
How they do?
How do?
I still got all my charges for everything.
Alright, so we still sticking with the plan of the barbarian guy that we fought.
Pretending to be Flint.
Yeah.
I'm down.
So we're still on board with that, and I assume he still is too, because that's the last plan that we had.
We got his
discussed
mask,
with him.
right?
Yeah, we before we leave camp, we've gotten the mask that Rudd was wearing, right?
Yeah, you have one of the spare masks that he hasn't been using and keeping on his person. He has extras around just in case something happens to the one that he's wearing.
Cool.
And you have the berserker fellow in tow in darker colored clothes to kind of lend to the effect that he's Flint.
Fair enough. Cover of the night should help us with that. I mean, at the very least, we're coming into town.
Hangman, we're gonna have to have you talk to those guards with your charisma and your bolstering, Hell yeah.
Oh,
your visage.
Remind me, Wilson, those glasses, they could charm?
Eyes of Charming, it was basically, without looking at it directly, I think it was once per day you could cast Charm Person with those.
On the off chance shit goes south, you could give him the Pink Floyd glass treatment. Mind you, there's just one person, but
We need an audience with Lord Blackwell.
that's going to be the important thing.
I have 3 charges on them.
It should only be one.
One per day.
They have 3 charges.
Oh.
Really?
Spend 1 charge as an action.
Oh, okay.
Did you send a link to that, Wilson, last time?
I think he did.
Yeah, it was further up in the chat. I can send it again.
Was it Discord chat or was it this chat?
No, he put it in
This chat, but I'll have it in one moment.
Okay.
But yeah, I guess because we are also using that time to have the rest of
I
them
sent it in both.
have the rest of them being the people in the camp sneak into town and set up positions, but we have an approximate idea where they are.
So we've already made that plan
I thought so.
for them to kind of tailing us,
Right, sneak into town while we're
bartering.
yeah, just making a lot of ruckus that we found Flint Henwick, just shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
And
You guys still want me to scout the place out?
I mean, I guess I don't know.
I think it would be better.
Depends on. I assume that they're not taking him just to where we found you two.
No,
They're gonna probably take him straight to
We need to bring our guy directly to Blackwell.
right,
Yeah.
and having you separate since we're already going there.
I'm sure it's going to be under guard like crazy.
It's going to be under guard like crazy, and it's probably going to be easier especially
Just
if
to
they
be in the
hear that
groups.
Flint's coming.
Yeah.
You know,
And
so
if the guards take notice that one of our group is gone, they might think suspicious.
That's true.
Since we left all together,
I mean, yeah, we could bullshit them that way, but I don't see a reason why we
we'd have
should.
to
in the
deceive
first
them
place.
saying
Right.
like, "Oh, Wainwright died."
Yeah. Oh God. Part of my heart was lost.
Wainwright had a heart attack leaving this town. It took too
Um,
much of his justice.
So yeah, I guess
the perfect apple tree.
we are. Yeah, you found the perfect apples, and you haven't
You
left.
set up shop. Yeah. Quiet
So.
Mm-hmm.
Any ideas on anything else we should do? Good. Like we're gonna be on our way. So
I am gonna eat an apple before we go.
good luck. That just good luck, Apple.
Yep. Wait, I was down to 3. Wasn't
You were
I?
down to 3.
You were down to 3, now you're
I'm
down to
down
2.
to
2, yeah.
I think
And
I'll
it's
save.
it's been close to a week since you guys got those apples, so they're probably starting to turn a little bit
A little mushy.
brown.
Well, whatever.
Well, I've been feeding mine to my bird, so I'm.
Yeah. Ooh.
Wrong.
Probably. I'm assuming you're gonna let Crowan go before we get into town, just so he's like circling overhead, because now he's not white anymore. He's just like.
He could be anything. He could be
Yeah,
any
you
color.
can make him whatever color you want.
Yeah.
Okay. So just like pitch black, so he just blends in the
Yeah, I
sky.
can.
Nice.
Just
Yeah,
a regular
cool.
old crow.
Yep.
Because you can talk to him now, like.
We're telepathic link. Yep. To a mile. So
You sure you're not telepathic Zelda?
Nice. I'm just.
I'm telepathic. Shoot. Or Ganon, I guess. Telepathic Ganon.
All right. Well,
Scary stuff.
let us journey forth, and I think Rudd was also going into town while this was happening, because
Red the Dead.
well, Rudd was going in, and then so was shit. I didn't have his name.
The Ben?
Guy, right?
Ben. Right.
Old Ben.
Obi-Wan.
Because
I don't know that. Sorry. I'm kind of my characters.
Yep,
Yeah.
Bernard.
Ben. Well, do we want to have him come with us? Oh, well, not really, I suppose. Just have him nearby,
Yeah.
because I guess I don't know the layout of the castle, because we never went there. But it's on the north side of town. I'm assuming they have a plan that they were doing. I guess I don't really remember what they were planning.
Yeah, their plan sort of coincides with yours. So as you guys make your way into town with your, double in tow, they're going to follow behind you after a certain amount of time, trying to get into town either unnoticed or just as quietly as they can, and then once you guys are inside of the keep, their plan is to just be in a ready position just in case anything starts to go down, and then they're in a more advantageous layout to help get the town under control and get the majority of the land kind of somewhat wrestled under control. And Ben was going to lead that charge, and Rudd was going to go and do his sneaky thing.
Okay. Well, might as well just getting on.
Right? I'm game.
All right. So we do. I guess before we depart, I approach the berserker. I ask, "What's your name? In case this goes south, we very much want to make sure that you're not, I guess, caught in the fray."
Forgotten.
Well, just so we know who we're working with here.
My name is Munst.
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 M-U-N-S what?
T.
T.
Short for monster.
Munst.
Fred Munster.
Eddie Monster.
Well, Munst, you're going into the den of the lion. We'll be right behind you.
I can't wait for it. And he cracks his neck.
No cutting, swinging until, we
I don't think he has a weapon on him.
coincide.
I'll give him a dagger.
I was gonna say,
Should
I
go south. I'll give
I
him a
have
couple daggers.
Should we bring him in?
I
Alright,
just
give him
to
a sword.
just to like have on me. Could I maybe like grab an extra long sword from them before we leave, like the camp? I'm assuming they probably have at least a long sword because it's gonna look a little weird if I have a giant fucking battle axe, but an extra long sword on the hip to, if shit
Sword
pops
and a
off.
mace. One for armor, one for unarmored.
Should we give them daggers? They'll
Sure.
they'll probably disarm them right away.
Well, right, they're gonna pat him down. I'm saying like,
We
one
carry
of us
the
can
weapons,
one
and
of
if
us
shit
hold
goes
on
south,
to him.
we toss him a weapon
Yeah.
or two.
Yeah.
Yeah,
sounds good.
I'll if at all
I still
possible.
got a bunch
Wilson.
of daggers too. I got 2 daggers, I think, plus a bunch of
He's a
throwing
berserker
knives.
guy. I think he's more like,
He's a two-handed crazy rage dude.
But
So yeah, if there's an extra long sword or he has a long sword himself, I'll carry it for him.
Are you mentioning any of this to him?
Yes, Munst, if you have any sort of weaponry that you prefer, we can hold it for you. Obviously, they're gonna pat you down.
He just holds his hand up in the middle of your sentence and says, "No need to worry about that. I've got it under control." And the hand that he's held up, you can see on his palm, is a tattoo of a strange-looking symbol that none of you are familiar with.
Huh.
interesting.
All right.
I'd like to insight or something.
Well, what are you thinking?
Do you want to try and recognize the origin of it?
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
just gonna say like,
Whoever would be.
Yeah, if anybody's trained in Arcana.
That's me.
oh, that's not me.
Not me.
I am definitely proficient.
Go ahead and make that roll.
Give me a second. I'm gonna check out my bio. I think.
I would assume you're probably.
Yeah. For those special things you gave me, Wilson, I got proficiency, but then I get advantage on those rolls.
Yeah, if you're already proficient, then you'll have advantage on this roll, and you get to add your proficiency.
Nice.
Which is +3.
Yep.
Yep.
20.
23.
23. Yeah. My bad.
Well, 23. 20. Oh, no, 20.
So, looking at the rune, it's not something that you're familiar with immediately, but taking a couple extra seconds to stare at it, suddenly this notion starts to form in your mind that some of the shapes and some of the lines in the placement of them bear some very base similarity to a lot of summoning runes or ones for conjuring.
I look at him and I unfold some of my sleeve and I show him my tattoos because my body's riddled with them.
And he just, looking up and down the exposed flesh, he just raises an eyebrow and gives an approving grunt.
That's all. I just look at him.
Well, if you're confident in your abilities, I'll trust your judgment. Just be ready when the time comes if things go south.
Summoning runes.
He just releases this guttural sort of growl of anticipation, like,
Good man. All right, and if the chance arises and we see LeSean, do we go for him right away, or do we try and sort out this Blackwell business before? Because we need him alive.
We do need Raj. Or what's it?
LeSean.
Lashan.
LeSean. Supposedly he was bought off, and he was the reason the guild house shuttered. So,
It's not like we could really easily break away from the group if we see him.
no, but I'm just saying,
I could tie
as
him up
far
with
as
my rope.
priorities are concerned, isolate him,
Mm-hmm.
try and keep him,
Knock him out.
yeah.
Do whatever.
And if, and this might be I kind of motion the guys away from the other people just for a second to kind of like, have a quick private conversation. Lord Blackwell, do we kill him if given the opportunity, or do we bring him to justice? I know that's your thing.
Can't just straight up kill him.
Kill him.
I mean,
It depends.
If he
doesn't come
poses a threat, I'm all for taking him down.
You'll have to hold me back. I'm killing that guy.
I'll have to stop you. It's
My
not
bad.
justice.
We'll
If
see.
he gives us no other choice,
We'll have to see how it goes, because frankly we're going in blind against him. We don't know.
If
what
I get
type
the
of man he
opportunity
is.
to kill, I will kill.
I won't let that happen. Not unless it's absolutely necessary.
If it's your advantage, then yeah. But I will kill if I get that opportunity.
Well,
I
hopefully
have the
it's-
bloodlust. After I decapitated that man, I've been having some visions of
Blood.
exploding heads.
Well, I'm hoping that the situation calls for violence when we encounter him then.
I need to
Because I
kill
don't
him.
want to have to fight you.
We will handle the situation as it arises, but
I don't know what'll happen in the moment.
Yeah,
So.
basically,
I just thought we'd have a plan.
if it warrants it, yeah, I'm down.
All right. Well, we'll figure this out when we get there. I
Shoot.
guess give him the four-way.
Woogies.
Give him the.
Do the
Is that the
Hey
that's
Arnold?
the Swift Guard?
Or the woogity woogity
Or the
woogity.
Woogies, yeah.
Yeah.
The tank tickle? What are you doing?
Rocket
Woogity
power.
woogity woogity woogity.
Oh yeah.
The rocket
Woogie,
power.
Woogie, 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 woogie.
That'll be the Swift Guard.
What
Two
a
on the
comfy
top,
show.
two on the
Woogity
bottom.
woogity.
Woogity woogity woogity. All right, we're ready to go.
Oh, one more thing, we can't look like shoobies when we go back into the town.
Cannot look like shoobies. All right. We'll make
With the no shooby clause enacted, you guys make your way back towards Arborsdale, traversing through the forest. Pretty much, the berserker shows you most of the way to get back to the area where you guys first met up with these people. So for about a good third of the trip, he's guiding you, and then you resume to the part where you are back on that same trail that you were before. So you make your way back into town.
talking.
I think that's the best thing.
That is the best idea.
We're just talking about how Hingman should be the talker
Yep.
for the most part.
So yeah, we'll. I guess. Do you want to take up the rear behind the berserker, and then me and him will be on the sides, and he'll be up front. Just as far as like approach is concerned.
Sure. Yep.
You
And
know.
Crone is flying high in dark jet black featheration.
And I would like to take an action to pop my hood up, because if shit does go south, I think you do.
Well, I mean, we're
we're not
walking
coming,
half
yeah.
a day. I imagine that you have enough time to put your
Well, I
hood
want
up.
to put the hood up just because if shit does go south, I want that to be hard to spot me.
Just tie it up.
Just like that.
All right.
Just like that.
So everybody walks up. You're at this point on the edge of the trees. You can see the town, but you still have a ways to go before you approach. Is there any other preparation that you want to do with your quote-unquote prisoner or anything like that?
The mask on.
Put the mask on,
Mm-hmm.
and we're going to bind his hands in front of him.
Should we use the cut off or wait? If we cut the magic rope, would that
We
section
wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
I'll take 5 feet of hempen rope and just bind. Just do a very, not that appears sturdy, but I want to kind of give him a little bit of a wiggle room to it. I don't know if that's
some
possible.
sort of trick
Okay.
knot?
Just make a wisdom check for that kind of a knot.
Oh yeah, we're doing this. 16.
You're able to pull off a pretty basic knot, but just loosening it a little bit from the initial tying of the knot. It's gonna function enough where he's not gonna slip free, but he does wiggle. Have a little bit of room to move in it.
So he'll have a loose Restraint.
Yeah, we'll just kind of like they appear sturdy, but
Yeah.
you know, moment's
He'll be
notice,
able to
kind of.
sign.
He's got like the
Yeah,
tearaway knot where you just like.
yeah, kind of the tearaway knot sort of thing. Yeah, so yeah, I guess lead the way, bud.
I did. So I approach. Oh wait, hold up. I put my my glasses on.
Your slick shades.
Huh?
Do you have to attune to those?
Well, I assume he's attuned to them since he's
Eyes of Charming.
Yeah. Are those do those
Oh,
require attunement? I don't remember if they did.
They
Does
have
that
the-
does it
the
say in
link,
that?
Yeah, it does.
Like, yeah, you attuned to them, didn't you?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I didn't know that he had them. I thought that.
Oh no, yeah,
Yeah,
I had
he
given
has.
as soon as you had given them to me, I gave them to Broad Show.
Okay, maybe I just didn't hear that
Oh.
transaction.
Yeah, sorry. I just
So we'll,
assumed that they were better on the face.
Yeah, we'll just say that you attuned to him.
Okay.
So then I approach with my glasses on.
You're gonna throw some charm at him.
Let's see,
Yeah,
let's see
no.
who's up front. I guess who's up
All right, so as you get closer to the town itself, you can see that in front of the portcullis are two town guards who are just keeping watch as of right now.
Do I recognize them as ones that have been there before or no?
Make a perception check.
Okay, just a second, because I got logged out of fucking Roll20. I'll be there in a sec. Boom.
How many things are you really proficient in?
My guy?
Yeah.
Lots.
Did you say it was perception?
That you have 6 bonuses.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, you have 6 in persuasion.
7, 8. I'm proficient in 8 things.
But how many things do you have 6 as a modifier on?
Oh. Intimidation, persuasion, sleight of
Nope.
hand, stealth.
Okay.
There it is.
But I took the skilled feat instead of doing an attribute point when I had 4.
You're not able to immediately recognize either of them. They have helmets on their faces right now, and in the dark, it's kind of hard to make out the facial features at this distance.
Alright. So, I walk up to the dudes,
Make a fucking show of it.
and I kind of do a little dancey dances. To kind of,
Frank doing the move.
yeah.
Doing like the shuffle up.
Just like I saw it.
Go for it. Go for it.
Yep.
Oh.
And,
Go for it.
I'm doing the Mac.
All right. Well, if you just walk up and start dancing, after a couple seconds, one of them just says to you, "Hey, quit your gyrating and state your business."
Oh, go for it. Go for it. That's how I respond.
I say, well, hello there, my dudes. How are you doing this fine day?
Night.
Night? Evening?
They both have their spears pointed at you at this point, and they just say, "We said state your business."
Whoa. It's all well and good here, chaps. I was just, coming to town and seeing if are you guys with me?
Yeah, we're right behind you.
Okay. Me and
We
my
have-
bros,
In tow.
yeah. Me and my bros are here, and we've got, something you might like.
Once you say bros, one of them kind of the stance in his spear changes a little bit, where it's still pointed in your direction but not leveled directly at your face, and he kind of just says, like looking past you almost, he just says, "Oh, I remember you. We kicked you guys out."
You did, but there was a stipulation on our returning, if you will remember. If we brought you flint, and look what we have here.
I kind of push the guy a little bit forward, like off to the side, next to where Hingman's standing, just like moving, kind of shoving forward.
And I do like a big kind of like Vanna White like reveal type thing, like
Even
my
though
arms.
he's like taller than you,
Yeah.
so you already saw him.
What do you think of that?
Responding to your statement, he just says, "Ha! Now, who's this supposed to be?"
It's Flint. Look at the mask, the cloakiness. Look at him. It's obviously Flint.
And you got your money back.
Sure, they.
And I got my money back from him. Remember, that's why I was, walking around. The dude was stole my money. Look here, I pull out my little satchel of coinage. It's like, I got it back, bros. Little
I
clanky
have no
clank.
fucking clue what you're talking about, but if you're wanting to make a donation, I'd accept that. I don't know. The mask looks a bit familiar. They definitely don't look like they are buying it. Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Okay.
You still have to do charm, don't you?
She doesn't need to.
No,
Look
you
at
don't.
that.
One of them kind of puts his spear back up and pulls the other one in, and they turn away from you and start speaking between each other. Just, and then one of them turns around and says, "All right, so you caught Flint. Congratulations. What you want done with him? You turning him over to us?"
I don't think so, sir. We've come to collect. So we'll be taking him to Lord Blackwell directly, if you don't mind.
Yes.
Oh, will you now?
Yes, we will.
TK, go ahead and make a persuasion check. Or if you want to, you can make this intimidation.
I could do the intimidation. I'll be standing with my arms crossed.
You
I'll
didn't
be
say
back
anything.
doing
He's the one who said
Something.
something.
Can I shoot him a bardic inspiration quick?
Yeah, you can sing him a little song, or
What are you saying to inspire
I'm
me?
just gonna like, I pull you, I signal for you to come down to me, and then I just whisper a little ditty,
Sweet something.
just a little sweet something, just a little.
I look at you and I'm like, what? What's the die? What is
the
it?
gnomish is strange to your ears, but the tune is pleasant enough to give you a quick boost of morale in this moment.
Dude, this is gonna be
Some
good.
ASMR right in your ear. Those little tingles.
All right, I got a. I'm doing this as intimidation, and shit. 3, 7, 26. I like step forward, and I don't have my cloak up. I just like staring the guy straight in the face.
And as you step forward closer into it, the light shining off of his lamp, the scales on your snout are illuminated and they glisten just a little bit on the wall behind him, casting this bronzish, orangey, I know you're copper, but it's that sort of tone in the low yellowish light that it's casting. And your shining presence just cows him as he steps back along with your advance and just says, oh all right, we'll take you to Lord Blackwell. Follow me then. And they both just turn around and start leading you through town.
Thank you very much.
All right, we
Phase 1 complete. I was saying that in my thinker, not my talker.
all right.
Phase
Bradshaw leads the way and go forward with the guy in front of us.
All right, so they move through town with you at a slightly advanced pace. They're not moving too fast as to draw attention, but faster than a normal walking pace just to get this whole business done. And as they're walking through, your group moving with them, along with somebody bound, draws enough attention that about 10 other guards now are traveling about 30 feet behind all of you, just kind of watching what's happening and moving along to watch the procession of the night and see what happens. And as this continues, you guys are led through the town up to the north end, through the actual gate itself, and up the hill to Lord Blackwell's keep. It rests up on a hill about 500 feet from the wall itself. And as you're led up the hill to the front of the building, the guards bring you up to the front doors, and they just stop and they turn and they say, "Now, show respect when you meet Lord Blackwell. Only answer him as Sir or Lord. And mind you, if anything fishy should occur, There's more men than you can count on any of your hands combined.
Very well.
Shall do.
Crowan is actually going to stay outside, just surveying, waiting for backup, I guess. So, doing a large sweep around this keep, and yeah, for now.
Okay. So he'll maintain that flight pattern until you tell him otherwise.
Okay.
What the fuck is that?
Potato person.
Potato person?